Hello everyone, welcome to GNU according to CD, that is Government of National Unity. So guys, we remain in South Africa, but this time around, we are going to Luthuli House. You know Luthuli House? Yeah, the mothership, the one that is selling the country to nothing. Yeah, the eased visa process for Nigerians. The shame these people don't have. Now, there are some people or voices that are popping up and lying to South Africans and say, I warned you, South Africans, about the ANC. Excuse me. And yet, and I'm going to remind you all, yet in 2008, 2009, a political party broke away from the ANC called Congress of the People. Remember them? Do you remember them? Do you remember what they said? They gave a warning to South Africans and said, if you guys continue to vote for this political party called ANC, you are going to live to regret it. And it's going to have decades of ramifications. That was Congress of the People, aka COPE. Yeah, the political party that many South Africans grew to hate. And I still ask myself, why? Do you think now you were wrong when you were pointing fingers, calling them rats and cockroaches and sellouts and whatever other terminologies that you South Africans today are saying, oh, the ANC here, ANC here, ANC, and yet you were warned over and over and over again. And then the person responsible for the mess that South Africa is in was the former ANC Youth League president, Julius Malema, who today is claiming to be the one who warned South Africans about the ANC that if you continued to vote for this political party, you are going to live to regret it. Lies. Lies. You know why South African politicians lie to you guys? Because you are too sentimental over intelligence. This is not an insult from me to you. This is a fact that we are more politician worshippers than we are of our own worshippers, because the whole concept of voting is a selfish one. It is where you, as a voter, you look at your life in the past 5 years and then you make an evaluation. Did my life improve in the past 5 years because of this current government? And if the answer is yes, there is improvement, and improvement not only in my life, but with the lives of my loved ones, my neighborhood, my community, my region, my province, and subsequently the country. Because if somebody is suffering, your next door neighbor is suffering, you are obliged, according to the principles of Ubuntu, Ube Umuntu, and also support your next door neighbor. These are the things that you're supposed to look at when you're going to vote. But no, when we go to vote, it is about, mina ndamthanda uRamaphosa, nize niphakamise neketi, to show ukuthi you don't care about you care about Ramaphosa. And now Ramaphosa is showing you flames. And suddenly, Ramaphosa, oh Ramaphosa, oh Ramaphosa. Yet you were warned. We must not forget that Ramaphosa, once upon a time, was accused of being a sellout, impi. Whether that is true or not, somebody who was in the trenches. Yeah, remember him? Musiwa Lekota. In parliament. It's all over the media. I'm not making this up. And said, y'all are voting for a sellout. Somebody who sold you to the apartheid government officials and all that stuff. And you reward him with the presidency. And you wonder why he would freely open his heart and our borders to the most corrupt nation on earth and say, oh, they are going to come to South Africa very easily. And then you are saying what? We must roll over and play dead and compromise, not only compromise, but also jeopardize our national security. All because the president wants to be liked on the continent, not at our expense. So now I'm looking at this video right here.
I have warned the nation of South Africa and the members of the ANC that Ramaphosa is entirely unsuited to lead this country and to lead the ANC. It is a mistake to keep Ramaphosa in office in the ANC and also in the country. So Mdolo's analysis, I've listened to the verbal presentation, I've read the articles about it. Mdolo is spot on. Spot on. And the ANC at NEC level is largely unfit to lead the ANC itself. These people, the standard has dropped substantially. Those of us who've been looking at the ANC for a long time, the standard is probably at its lowest. We thought Zuma had lowered standards. Ramaphosa has taken it to unknown extremes.
So what does it mean then? Because this is a party that's talking about renewal. This is a party that's looking to 2026 to try and reclaim lost ground. And then at the same time, you think about what you are now presenting as the odds that are stacked up against it. How should the NEC then be dealing with this particular issue?
Ordinarily, let's say this was the board of Anglo-American or the board of Pick n Pay, and you are the chairman of this board. You would ask the board members and yourself to submit their resignation to the shareholders.
So you say the NEC must resign?
I am. They are useless.
Wow. Okay. Mr. Swan, let's see what happens then. Because, I mean, at that NEC meeting, as they talk about this, and, really this issue of collective responsibility that we've seen in the last couple of years that they've been talking about, a number of people are saying that it doesn't seem to be taking place right now.
He is lying to South Africans. I warned South Africans about the ANC. And yet, when Congress of the People in 2008, 2009, and probably since then, they've been warning the people of South Africa about the ANC, what was he saying? What did he do? Did he join the voice of COPE? No, he didn't. Instead, he was fighting tooth and nail that message that Congress of the People was busy disseminating, it is killed. Today, he wants to tell us that he warned us. He didn't. You see, this part of this video taps into your honesty as a South African citizen. Before you make any comment and you know you've been voting ANC, take accountability in the comment section. Say, I regret that I voted for this political party that is now jeopardizing the security of my children and the sovereignty of this country. And then speak about how disappointed you are. You can't just come and say, yeah, he must resign. And yet your vote is still pretty much active in him being the president of this country, disrespecting you and your vote. Now, I understand that the National Executive Committee of the ANC is going to be meeting this weekend, or they're already meeting, I don't know, I don't give a crap. And in this meeting, they need to do the honorable thing. Did I just say the word honorable and ANC in one sentence? Let them do whatever they do. And in that doing thing of theirs, they must have an item on the agenda that says the president's resignation. Debate it, vote unanimously to get him out. Because Clearly, the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa, when it comes to the recalling of the president, is redundant. It's only the ANC that can remove a sitting president. So now, if the ANC wants to see some votes, y'all know what to do with Ramaphosa in this ANC NEC meeting. Get him out. That is what you're supposed to do. And while you are at it, start resigning yourselves. I agree with this gentleman. Let them resign. But then again, if they resign, it's going to spin the ANC into chaos, subsequently the South African government. But what we need as the people of South Africa is a peace of mind, knowing that our leaders have our best interest in their heart. We're sick and tired of people disrespecting us like the way the president did. That's total disrespect. Who did you consult with? When you use words such as we, who's the we? Because I'm not a part of that we. And I'm certain that the majority of South Africans are not part of that we. Who is that we? We are not going to sell our country to people that we want out of the country. That doesn't make sense. It'll never make sense. So, this gentleman right here, sir, you are incorrect to make this claim. There is only one political party that can stand on Mount Everest if they have to and say, we warned you. You know why I believe them and why I have not voted for the ANC since them? It is because they come from within. They know the monster that was created from within. And they came out and said, no, we don't want to be part of this monster. But it's important that we also warn the people of South Africa about this monster, the damages it's going to be causing to the lives and the economy and the great standing of South Africa on a global stage. They warned us. And I do see some people gaslighting me, thinking that I voted for the ANC. I only voted for the ANC in 2004. And it was a local government election, and I voted ANC in 2004. But as I was growing older, I started asking questions like, wait a minute, this does not make sense. And I never voted for the ANC since to the last elections that happened in May 2024. So you're gaslighting me, thinking that I voted for the ANC. The joke is on you. The joke is on you. I have written articles before, by the way, in case you don't know. They are on Google. Yeah, they're on Google. I've written them. Warning of everything that is happening today. Yeah, I did. So I got receipts. In case you want to argue with me and say, oh, but you are complaining about the ANC, yet you vote. I never did. The first and the last time was in 2004, and I never did again. And I believed every word that Mosiuoa Lekota and all of his co-leaders warning the people of South Africa about the ANC. I took it to heart because I already made up my mind because I'm observing things were going on. And I was like, they're right. And if we are not smart and we don't do educated calculations, we are going to live to regret it. Are we not regretting it today? Ramaphosa just comes and drops from nowhere and tells us straight on our faces that we South Africans are looking forward to the ease of visa processes for Nigerians to come to South Africa. Nigerians. Let that sink in. Nigerians. The rest of the world is shutting their doors against them. No, we want to wide open it. Make it make sense. Anyways, guys, I thought let me just show you that video of that gentleman. And I'm like, no, sir. No, don't make claims. These are false claims, sir. Take accountability first, and then from there say, listen, guys, as I was also growing maturely, I came to realize, and as a result, I decided, let me warn the people of South Africa. Take accountability. And that, guys, is getting noisier and noisier. Let's see each other a little bit later. Goodbye.